afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. It is Saturday, October 11th, and you know what that means. It is time for the High Risk Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, looking to go on to glory. It's me, Jeremy Pierce. Welcome one and all, and we've got a nice little show for you today. It was originally titled The Big Wrestling Weekend, but we've got two events going down this week, and one just happened. So we're going to do what just happened for Crown Jewel, and then the top story will be our Bound for Glory preview. So for now, you know what's next. So just go on and hit my music. So Crown Jewel Perth just went down earlier today, 8 a.m. Eastern time, and it was a good show. But you know how the WWE does, disrespecting their paying audience, disrespecting the intelligence of their fans, disrespecting their roster by giving us a 5-match card. The show went about a little over 2.5 hours, and we still get the same amount of matches we got on a weekly TV show. That is unacceptable. The worst part is you've been building up to Zari and Soruka taking on Charlotte and Alexa Bliss for the tag team titles. Zari is from Australia. Why was she not on the card? You could have had the tag team title match on the card. So once again, the WWE just treats us like we're idiots, and it's just wrong. The show, like I said, went a little over 2.5 hours and had about an hour and a half of wrestling. So that means you had an hour of time of commercials, entrances, and talking. Ridiculous. But let's get into the first match. It was the Australian Street Fight, Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. And listen, Bronson Reed had to win this match. Plain and simple, he had to win this match. Losing the first match against Roman, if Bronson Reed had lost, you would have diminished him. You would have diminished the vision. But good things play out. If he was going to win, he was going to win by some type of shenanigans. So him and Roman had a solid match. Street fights really don't mean anything in WWE because they don't go above and beyond, because obviously there's no blood in the WWE anymore, and they don't really ratchet up things. But as Roman was getting the upper hand, Bronson Reed came out to even the odds for his partner, which worked. And then the Usos came out to help Roman. Now, mind you, Roman said, "Don't come out. I don't want your help." No. And remember, during his 4-year reign, he always wanted their help. He always needed their help. Needless to say, there was some miscommunication. Jay ended up spearing Roman through a table. And 1, 2, 3, after a tsunami, Bronson Reed gets the win. Him and the Vision go to the back, and Roman's pissed. Roman's pissed. He's like, yo, people are saying, yo, I can't do this by myself. And I told you not to come. Look, I love y'all. I don't want to see you until Christmas. Wow. Remember, Roman Reigns has never apologized to the Usos. He's never apologized to Sami. He is still a heel. He is still a bad guy. And Jay leaves Jimmy hanging. So Jimmy knows what's up. He's been seeing things. I'm very much interested in seeing where the story goes. Then we had the Women's Crown Jewel Championship match, and whatever. If you're going to do a champion versus champion, why not have the tag team champions face each other? But no, you decided to have the tag team title match for SmackDown for the WWE Tag Team Championships on SmackDown instead of on this show, because again, you can't build up your roster. But it was Stephanie Vaquer, the Women's World Championship, taking on Tiffany Stratton, the WWE Women's Champion, and this match went 10 minutes. I don't know why it went 10 minutes. It could have definitely gone longer. It could have gone at least 15. But Stephanie won clean. She was always going to win. She is, the it girl right now. Mind you, she joined the WWE 15 months ago, and she's already gone from NXT to dual champion NXT to women's champion on the main roster in 15 months. And there's no knock on Tiffany Stratton, who only been in wrestling for 4 years, and look where she's at. So it's a testament to both of these women and their growth. But Stephanie Vaquer was always going to win this match. Then we had the match of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. John Cena, AJ Styles, just respect shown for each other. And ladies and gentlemen, Go and watch this match. These two dudes laid it all out in the ring. Just callbacks of their feud, hitting moves of their past rivals, of their opponents' rivals. So AJ hit an Angel's Wings. What else did he do? He had a Yurogoroshi. There was callbacks of him being in the Bullet Club. Cena hit AJ with a Randy's hanging DDT, the RKO. He hit something else. He tried going for a 619. He hit a skull crushing finale. This was just a fun match, and he actually pinned AJ Styles after hitting with a choke slam, a tombstone power driver, and then like a third AA. This was just a great match, and these two dudes show respect to each other. I'm glad we got this. Hopefully we can get Cena and Miz one more time. Then we had the women's tag team match with Rhea, Ripley, and Skye taking on the Kabuki Warriors in a fun match. Now here's the thing, I wanted the Kabuki Warriors to win, but knowing that they were going to lose, I think you can move this story just forward some more. Definitely do the singles matches. We got to build up to Asuka versus Io. We can do Rhea versus Kairi again. We can do Rhea versus Asuka. There's a lot that's going to happen, but this was a good match. A definite fun match. This was cool. This was very cool. It was fine. The story's going to continue. Maybe Io gives Rhea that match again. Maybe Kairi finally turns on Asuka. Let's see where things progress. And then the main event was the men's Crown Jewel Championship. Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes, the world champion versus the WWE champion. And Seth had to win this match. And it was good. It was really good. Probably the second best match these two have had since Cody has come back in the WWE, but Rollins ultimately won by using the watch that Cody had gave him and then hit a super curve stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth is your Crown Jewel champion, and he gloated after the match. The monkey's off his back. The vision is intact. Because remember, there was a warning earlier in the show that Braun asked, well, what happens if Seth loses? And Paul said, you know what happens if he loses. So, interesting story. Let's see where things go. It's good to see Cody take another loss, because you just can't be undefeatable. But that is what just happened. Crown Jewel Perth, and we shall be right back with our top story, the Bound for Glory preview. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bound for Glory is going down this Sunday. It is taking place at, let me get this right, Lowell, Massachusetts, at the Songus Center. Bound for Glory, for those of you that don't know, it is essentially TNA's WrestleMania. They hold it every October, and this is where everything goes down. So we have ourselves 9 matches, 8 on the pre-show, and starting with a couple years ago, they've been doing the TNA Hall of Fame inductions, and we've got 2 very well-deserving inductees. So we have Mickie James, who has spent, I would probably say, a little bit more than half of her career in TNA. She's a multiple-time world champion, and she's being inducted by none other than Lisa Marie Varon, aka Tara, aka Victoria. And also being inducted will be the beautiful people team of Angelina Love and Velvet Skye. So no Madison Rayne, even though she was with the group a lot. They are multiple-time tag team champions, multiple-time knockouts champions, and they will be inducted, I believe, by Tommy Dreamer. So this is great. These are 3 women that help put the knockouts on the map, and kind of the forerunners for the women's revolution in professional wrestling in America. But let's go on to our main card. Well, no, first we have the countdown match. We have the Inspiration defending the Knockouts Tag Team Championship against the Elegance brand team of Heather and M by Elegance. And this is very, very simple. The Inspiration just won these belts on Impact this past week. They're going to retain here just because we know that Dana Brooke Ash might be out for the rest of her career, might have to retire. So we're going to see what we do with Heather and Emma. Take the Inspiration to win here. Then we have possibly maybe the match of the evening, Leon Slater versus Javon Evans for the X Division Championship. These two dudes are going to go to work. Leon Slater is your current X Division champion, taking on Javon Evans from NXT, and he already had a successful title defense against Victory Road against Myron Reed, and Santino had a discussion with Ava and decided Javon Evans would be the challenger for Leon Slater. This is going to be really, really good. This is like going to be really, really fun, and you're going to see what these two young dudes can do. I think both of these are like under the age of 23, which is ridiculous. But this has to be the crowning achievement for TNA. Leon Slater has to win here, so I'm taking Leon Slater to win. Then we have the Call Your Shots Gauntlet, which it's a 20-person intergender gauntlet match where the winner receives a trophy and a contract they can invoke at any time within 1 year for a championship match of their choosing. So we know who's in the match, but we also know who's number 1 and who's number 20, and that's decided by having a battle royal. And then at the end of the battle royal, when it comes down to the final two, whoever gets pinned is first, and whoever wins the match is number 20. So starting the match will be Lei Ying Lee, and number 20 will be Mance Warner. Also in the match will be some wrestling influencer named BDE, Zaya Brookside, the Hometown Man, Nick Nemeth, Ryan Nemeth, Mara Shade, and Joe Hendry. I have no idea who's going to win this match. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people out of the possible 20. So I have no idea who's going to win. I think Jordan Grace has been the only women's winner of the Call Your Shot gauntlet. So could a possible woman win? I don't know. We shall see. But whoever, Gail Kim's won. Gail Kim's won one. ODB won one. Sojourner Truth. Or maybe I'm thinking of this specific version of the match. So we've had multiple women. Oh no, I'm looking at that was a different gauntlet. The Call Your Shot gauntlet. Jordan Grace is the only women's winner. Yeah. So we shall see who wins that match. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. We're going to definitely have some surprise interests. Then we have Tessa Blanchard versus Gia Miller in a nice little grudge match. And this match stems from Tessa just taking out Gia Miller. They have really gone at it. Gia has revenge on her mind. She is coming for that ass. She is coming for Tessa Blanchard. People forget that Gia Miller does wrestle. She just wrestles infrequently. She's going to bring the heat to Tessa. I like what we're seeing out of both of them. Tessa's done a very, very good job since coming back, and she's a great ring general to help elevate this match a little bit more. I think Gia's probably winning this match. There will be some shenanigans because Victoria Crawford is aligned with Tessa. Tessa can suffer a loss here because I think at some point she's going to be making her way back to the Knockouts Championship, but take Gia Miller to win here. Then we have the International Championship on the line as Frankie Kazarian will be defending against the former champion Steve Maclin. Now Frankie won this championship from Steve in a triple threat match at Victory Road, and he has been needling Macklin. They've gone back and forth. They faced each other in a no count out, no DQ match. They've, just really beaten the shit out of each other. And I like this for Kazarian. Now, the crazy thing is that Mr. Anderson made his return. So where will he play in this match? I think he's got to make an appearance. You just don't bring back a former champion like that to not get involved. But I do like Frankie Kazarian to win here. He's got to hold some gold. It's going to be tough to win because Steve Macklin is a really, really tough dude, but I like Frankie Kazarian to win here. Then we got our intergender 10-person hardcore war as the system will be taking on Order 4. And I can't believe I'm living in a world where the system are good guys. Order 4 have definitely been elevated, and the system have been like the de facto faction in TNA for a very long time, and they are going to beat the holy hell out of each other. TNA, like AEW, knows how to go above and beyond for their hardcore matches. Ali and the Great Hands have already won matches. They've defeated Cardona, they've defeated Moose, they've defeated Brian Myers. They've taken out Alicia Edwards and Eddie Edwards. So they've done everything they need to do. They beat down JDC. They've had help from AJ Francis. This is going to be phenomenal. No pun intended. And mind you, Ali defeated Moose already to get the advantage for the group at Victory Road. So I like to see the spin out from Order 4. I'm actually going to take the system to win this match. Don't sleep on Tasha Steelz. Definitely do not sleep on Alicia Edwards. She knows how to get hardcore. It's probably going to be the most fun match you'll have on the evening. Then we have the Knockouts World Championship on the line. Keilani Jordan, representing NXT, will be defending the Knockouts Championship against Indy Hartwell, and this was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I think we were always going to crown Indy Hartwell at Bound for Glory, but with Ash relinquishing the championship, they had to do something, so they put the belt on Keilani Jordan. I think her reign's going to be short. I think it will be over, and Indy Hartwell will be walking out as your Knockouts champion. Keilani Jordan is good. She is no slouch. I don't think this would be the most technically sound match, but they will work with what they're given, and it'll be cool. It'll be fine. And I think the real story is what happens after this match. So we'll see. But definitely take Indy Hartwell to defeat Keilani Jordan to become your new Knockouts World Championship. Then we have the winner take all one final table match, as will be the Hardys defending the NXT and TNA World Tag Team Championships against Team 3D. One more time, the Hardys versus the Dudleys, and they're going to go all out. This is your nostalgia match for the show. Like, everybody's getting up there in age. Team 3D is pretty much retired at this point, but they're going to give it their all, and it helps when you have the older generation and big matches to kind of make it no DQ or street fight or false count anywhere, and it helps hide some of their recent deficiencies. And if this was a regular one-on-one match, if this was a regular tag team match, it would not be good. But because it is a table match and this is the final time that these two teams will be facing each other, it will be fantastic. Team 3D is not winning this match. The Hardys just won the NXT Tag Team Championships, defeating Dark State at NXT Showdown. So them and the Dudleys are going to go all out, give us all of our favorite spots. There'll definitely be ladders involved. There'll definitely be chairs involved. Maybe there'll be callbacks to Edge and Christian. We shall see, but take the Hardys to retain here. And lastly, the match that many of us are hoping goes one specific way. Trick Williams will be defending the TNA World Championship against Mike Sane. Santana. Now, a lot of us are really upset that, NXT wrestlers have been holding TNA championships, right? And it's looked like for the longest time we were going to crown Mike Santana. TNA took a long time to crown Joe Hendry. They just, for some reason, did not build off of the momentum he has received, and he's definitely leaving at TNA to go to the WWE. So who's the next guy up? It's been Mike Santana for the longest of time, but we have, for some reason, decided not to crown him. This feud goes all the way back to NXT Battleground, where Trick would have several runs with Mike Santana. That's where it started. Then AJ Francis of TNA cost Mike Santana the championship, and we've just been building and building and building. Trick would then go on to defeat multiple TNA wrestlers, retaining the championship, and he's just kind of been untouchable. And I get it, but this cannot be like that one Bound for Glory when they had Robert Roode lose to Kurt Angle. Mike Santana needs to walk out as champion. He has to walk out as champion. This show needs to end with Mike Santana holding the championship and the rest of the TNA roster on the stage, giving him a round of applause to the standing ovation. Take Mike Santana to win this damn match. That is the only thing that can happen in this match. So, one more time, going over the card, we have the Hall of Fame induction of the Beautiful People and Mickie James. We've got the Inspiration take them to retain the Knockouts Tag Team Championship, take Leon Slater to retain the TNA X Division Championship. I don't know who's winning the Call Your Shot going because we don't know who's in it. Just pick whoever. Take Gia Miller to defeat Tessa Blanchard, Frankie Kazarian to defeat Steve Macklin, retaining the International Championship. Take the System to defeat Order 4 in the Hardcore War. Take Indy Hartwell to defeat Kehlani Jordan to become the new Knockouts champion. And pay attention, I think Danny Luna is going to get involved. I think she's the next woman up. Take the Hardys to defeat Team 3D to retain the NXT and TNA Tag Team Championships, and take Mike Santana to defeat Trick Williams to become the new TNA World Champion. But that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Look on the screen what we got coming up for you. Check out the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter. And as always, Anna J, Chris Statlander, Willow Nightingale, Bailey, Isla Dawn, and Priscilla Kelly. Holla at your boy. Peace.